I'm Robin Taylor from Axalta. I've been working with body shop owners and managers to improve their business for the past 20 years. Today, I'd like to share some of my insights on scheduling processes in body shops. So, let's get started. Why talk about scheduling? Having a solid scheduling process is critical to balancing resources and workload. Typically, body shops fall victim to in Monday, out Friday. In reality, customers prefer their vehicles to be repaired quickly with little inconvenience as possible. So, if starting the repair on Wednesday makes more sense, then they generally accept it. What we're aiming for is consistent workflow, without the highs and lows. It reduces spikes in the administrative demands. Think about the impact on your customers turning up and dropping their cars off on Monday morning or picking them up on Friday afternoon. Consistent workflow dramatically reduces cycle time, improves productivity, which leads to better efficiency, increased employee morale, and shop profitability. Plus, you can return the vehicle sooner, which improves customer experiences. So, how should we schedule to provide consistent flow? I will guide you through some of the best practice techniques that I often share with customers. Tip number 1, know your shop's capacity. To do this, establish the minimum value or number of jobs you need to schedule to achieve your profit goals. Review this value or number against what you've been able to achieve in the past based on historical data. Once you have these numbers, take them down to monthly, weekly, and daily numbers. Focus scheduling based on what you need to be profitable. My preference is to schedule based on dollar value of the repair. If you know you need to turn over $40,000 per week, then you need to schedule $8,000 worth of work per day. Tip 2. Assign one person the responsibility of managing the schedule and keeping it level. Why? Because scheduling is a balancing act. It's important to balance the needs of your customers with the workflow through your shop. If you don't, it can cause many dramas. Your scheduling person takes full responsibility for balancing the workload. They are in the best position to make tweaks to the level of jobs flowing in and out. There are a few tricks and traps that a good scheduler needs to take into hand. One issue I see in many body shops is tow-ins. A tow-in vehicle can often get forgotten, so you end up with a problem. A customer rings in and you haven't started their job. I recommend booking the tow-in jobs as soon as they are authorised. Look for the next available slot for jobs of that size and book it in. This allows you to continue to balance the workload. Another trap I see shops fall into is bringing all the smaller jobs in at the beginning of the week and just squeezing those bigger jobs in whenever they can fit them in. If you're not careful, you'll run into the Monday to Friday issue that we've talked about previously, or a very busy shop early in the week and a quiet one at the end of the week, where the paint shop can be very busy on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but shorter work on Mondays and Fridays. Try overcoming this issue by booking in backwards. By this, I mean booking in your Fridays first and then work backwards to Monday. It's much easier to fill Monday than it is Friday. If we start booking in from Friday, the chances are we can include some smaller jobs later in the week. So how long do we book in a vehicle for? Bearing in mind that we want to under-promise and over-deliver to the customer. I want to introduce you to a formula I use to calculate the repair time. Typically we know that the touch time for an average shop is about 2 hours per day. Take your target labour hours, real hours, divide it by 2. If it helps, you can add an extra day for sublets. For example, if there are 10 real hours quoted on the job, allow 5 days in the shop. Tip number 3 is be aware if your customer demands are pushing you into capacity issues. By booking in more vehicles than capacity, you will run into all sorts of problems. However, there are small changes you can make to your facility, equipment and staffing levels that can have a significant impact on having to spend big dollars. If workspace and workflow is an issue, consider running split shifts. Overcrowding a workspace can have dramatic impacts on productivity. Look at where the bottlenecks are and how to overcome them. Talk to your suppliers on how to improve workflow. For example, in the paint department, Axalta offers a range of products where drying times are cut significantly without having to invest in a new booth or other equipment. And on a final note, don't forget to engage your employees. They can provide valuable input on process improvement. My final tip number 4, scheduling software. It can be a great help. Understand your needs when looking for software package. Some considerations are: does it interface with my quoting software? Is it simple to use and easy to make changes? Is it visual? Can I use other modules on my body shop management system? Well, that's a wrap from me on scheduling. I hope you found this video useful. If you need more help on this topic, talk to your local Axalta service consultant in your state or territory. Watch out for other videos in this series. I look forward to seeing you then.